Today on Teuty's track analysis, we have the track of the day for January 12th, Genial Gardens by Exile.pain. Genial Gardens is a multi-surface, full-speed track with the surfaces grass and road, and it also has turbo boost and reactor boost special blocks. As for most, if not all full-speed tracks, you have the opportunity to attempt to speed slide to gain extra speed. Of course, this adds more difficulty to the track and your route, but with or without them, I still found today's track to be easier than most track of the day tracks, and I feel the same could be said for the medal times. I finished Genial Gardens with a time of 45.720, which was over 2 seconds ahead of the goal time, but about 6/10 behind the author time. Overall, I thought the track was decent, but nothing really pulled me in to want to keep playing it. So on the plus-minus rating scale, I give Genial Gardens a plus rating. For today's analysis, we're comparing my lap versus the current world record ghost, which was Shadowcrancer, who had a 44.652. And the first thing to point out right here is at the start, you think it'd be obvious, but in the moment while you're playing, I don't think most people, at least myself, I just don't even think about it. But obviously you want to get down this ramp as quick as possible. And here you see the world record is going to do that. And you think it's not going to be that much time saved, but by the time we reach the first checkpoint, I'll already be 1/10 of a second behind the world record. And once I unpause, we'll see how much that little difference actually matters. And as I pull the world record back to where I am, just to show you here that you want to be on the lower part of this platform, it'll give you a nice smooth landing on the other side, already set up for a nice speed slide into the entrance to the upcoming wall ride. And once you make these two jumps here, you want to speed slide on this grass section, and once we get into this wall ride, you'll see that the world record and I are on basically the same exact line here. The main difference on this wall ride will be at the exit, where the world record takes a much higher line than I do, which will allow them to have a better line into the upcoming section. Once you reach this grass, you can speed slide the whole thing and go into this upcoming wall ride section here, if you want to call it that. But as you can see, the world record takes a much higher line than I do here. Really, when I approached this, I just had no idea really what line I was supposed to take. The one I took right here is basically what the GPS kind of took, and it necessarily didn't feel the best, but I really couldn't find a huge difference between all the lines I tried, and basically just improv'd every time I approached that location. But that line Shadowcrancer took allowed them to get out of that much faster and into this loop a little bit smoother. After that, just go up this hill nice and smooth and enter the loop, which you can see here on the exit though, that the world record is way more aggressive to the right hand side, getting out of this much quicker than I do and getting onto that grass so you can start your next speed slide. I struggled speed sliding up this hill, so I opt for some speed wiggles instead. Was a little low on the entrance to the wall ride, but overall it was decent. Once we get to this long speed slide section, you can just see that the world record is much further inside than I am. This will just give him a much better line to speed slide on through this entire section. Though even with my wider entrance, I didn't have such a bad speed slide through this either. And as you can see here, that the world record ghost takes a much wider left line here than I ever would have thought to have taken. They also maintain that entire upper left line all the way through this looping section as well. And considering the much different lines there, this wall ride section wasn't all that different. So another good track today and another good track in the month. As for the track, I found nothing too special about it, and again, felt it lacked something that typical full speed tracks generally have that pull me in and make me want to play it more. Maybe it's the grass slides that just don't give me the same satisfying feeling as typical slides on road do, or maybe it's something else I can't quite put my finger on. But that's going to be it for today's analysis. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos like this one. Check the description for links to my Twitch and Discord if you're interested in those, and be sure to check out the previous track analysis videos. Either way, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the final analysis of the week.